Hello everyone, I'm coming to you from my garlic patch in my kitchen garden today. It is garlic scape harvesting time, and I wanted to show you how I harvest my garlic scapes, as well as the signs to tell when it's ready for harvest, and just to show you how quickly I can do it and the reasons why I think it's important to remove your garlic scapes from the garlic plants. So let me show you where I'm sitting. So this is my garlic patch. This is just a single bed right here. As you can see, it's quite long. It's about a 4 by 12 bed. And I also have another one which is directly behind it, right there, if you could see. So I have about 500 or so garlic plants growing in here. I plant really intensively. So I like to make them nice and tight so I could save space and plant more within one bed. But I wanted you to see this. So we had a really delayed spring this year, and the last 2 weeks finally been really hot, and now we're into early July, and the garlic scapes have, although we're slow to get started, they have quickly grown over the last week. So they are ready for harvest. So I want to show you what I do to harvest them. So first off, let's take a look at a garlic plant. So right here is a garlic. Right here, let's take a look at this one here. So I'm trying to separate it from its friends. So there's a scape in the center. The scape emerges from the center of the garlic plant, right about here. Okay, and then it starts off with one of these pointy type of things, and then it emerges, and as it grows it curls. So you know garlic scapes are ready for harvest after they have produced their first curl. So here's a close one. I want to show you a perfect example right here. So here's a single curl. I always recommend removing your garlic scapes after they've produced their first curl. Now you could remove them earlier than that. However, they can afford to grow a single curl before removing them. It also gives you a little bit of time in case you're still planting and you're busy. So the easiest way to remove them is by snapping them off like this. Like that. So you see? There it is. Now this one has a single curl. If I would have left it on, it would have made a second curl, and then it would have straightened out and become more woody and then not as palatable. So we want to remove them before they reach their second curl, but after the first. So let's do another one here. So here's another really good example. This one here has produced a single curl, and then it's continued around, and now it's basically on a second curl. So we definitely want to remove this one now. And just like that, very quickly, it comes off. So let's do another one. Now here is a single curl. This is a pretty chubby one right here. It's nice and thick. So it's made a single curl, and it's ready for harvest. So we want to go down to where it emerges from the garlic plant, right at that line, and I want to snap it off. Now, in my experience about removing garlic scapes, I've done both. I've left them on the plant and let them grow and mature, and I've also removed them. And I've done this before when I've planted about 1,000 garlics several years ago. I did an experiment. I planted 1,000 garlics here, and I wanted to see what would happen if I left some on and what would happen if I took some off. I heard from different conflicting opinions about whether you should keep them on the plant or whether you should leave them. I've heard from a farmer that said they leave them on, it doesn't matter, and the garlics will still produce a large bulb. And then I've heard from others, you need to remove it in order to redirect energy back to producing a larger bulb. So I decided to give it a try, and I did, and what I found was the half that I removed the scapes from, they all had much larger garlic bulbs than the half that I had kept the scapes on. I found that the bulbs were significantly smaller for the ones that had these scapes left on and left to mature. If you do leave them to mature, they will produce bulbils in the tip, and those are basically pure seed. They're clones of the garlic plant, and they're free of nematodes, which is if you do have soil that's infected with nematodes and you happen to find that the garlics rot and they turn brown and it looks as though they have worms in them, those are the nematodes. And if your soil is contaminated with that and you want to start a brand new patch, I recommend definitely keeping the scapes and letting them mature into bulbils. And I did actually write an article on this, and it's on my website, juliademacos.com. But if you're looking to grow larger bulbs, then I highly recommend removing them. Remove them after the first curl, And what that does is the plant's growing energy then gets redirected back to producing a larger bulb, and that's what you want. So remove your scapes, snap them off. Don't spend a lot of time with it. You don't need snips, you don't need scissors. Just walk through your patch and just go right to the line that connects, the line that emerges from the center of the garlic plant where you see the scape come out. Go to the bottom of that and just snap it right off. It's very, very easy. It's very quick. And if you have a lot like me, 500, it takes a long time to have to go through it one by one with snips. So just 1, 2, 3 as quickly as you can. If you see ones that haven't quite matured into a first full curl, but the others have, remove the ones that have. Give it a few extra days, and then the ones that haven't quite curled up to the first curl will do so for you within a few days. Then you can take them all off. So that's it from me today. I hope that that's helped. Good luck with your garlic planting. I wish you guys happy gardening, and if you like my video, please let me know, and I look forward to chatting with you all again. Thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.